Hey guys, it's me. I am all set up. I've got newspapers, a crate, and sweet potatoes because I am about to start the curing process for my potatoes. Now, YouTube may tell you something else, the internet may tell you something else, but I have done this for a while. I'm a country girl. This is how we did it on the farm, so this is how I do it now, and it just works for me. So what I do is I start with the crate, and I put a liner of newspaper in the bottom, and I was going to set up my thing and do this, but I couldn't. And what you're going to do is you're going to place these in the bottom. But the trick is to not let them really touch. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to kind of explain kind of what the curing process is. That is the process of getting rid of the, I call it freshness. I'm not sure what it's called. But if you look at this potato, see, when you buy them, they're kind of damp and moist. Look, when you scratch it, see that skin, how fresh that is? You want that skin to cure. And if there are any cuts or dings on it, you want those to what we used to call heal. You want them to heal over. So when I put these in here, I'm going to make sure that I put them in and they are not touching. Okay, so I have enough in there. Now this is going to actually take up a lot of space for the first few days. I let mine cure. I'm going to put in another line of newspaper. I cure what I call the curing process for about 10 to 12 days. I swear for me it gives about 2 weeks because I do work a lot, so I'll just get to it when I get to it. There's my second layer. I'm going to try to alternate a little bit, turn the opposite way so they're stacking and not really nestle down between each other. I want them to stand independently and again not touch. What I want is the potato skin to kind of dry out, so we're not getting that, but I'm not trying to dry the potato. I've got a shadow, I'm sorry. Just trying to get rid of the outside. Now, once I've cured it for a while, you do need humidity when you do this. You need like 80 degrees in humidity. And this is horrible, but the best place to do that for me is actually in my bedroom. And that's horrible because I'm terribly uncomfortable for a while, but I just sleep with it extremely warm. And I do have a bathroom in my room, so it gets some humidity, so it's not so bad. If I put it downstairs, it's way too cold. And if I leave it upstairs in my dining room, it's too cold and there's way too much light. So I don't want a whole lot of light on this. We don't want them to think we want them to do anything. We don't want them to go to sleep or rot or whatever. That's enough for that one. Okay, so we're going to only do 2 layers. I'll be right back with the second crate. Okay, I decided I'm actually going to put one more layer on that because with this one, well, you can't actually see that. There's only 2 layers and there's still plenty of room. The whole idea is not to pack your crate, but to not underfill either, I guess. Okay, put these in there. Stacking them the other way. Again, notice I'm not nestling them down in between. I'm crisscrossing them this way. Now, I will check these in about 5 days to make sure that nothing is sprouting or smelling or rotting or touching or whatever. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think this is going to be enough. And it's actually good because I have another crate for when I go back. You guys know I only got the 1 basket of potatoes. So I think I can make this work with the 1 and have 1 more potato. Yeah, these are extremely moist, which is good because we're going to need the humidity in there because we do want them to stay fresh. Okay, and I'm going to cover this with 1 more piece of newspaper. Again, I want darkness, but it's too dark. My room does get light, but it's not quite so light. I am so sorry about all that noise. That is horribly loud. I'm just going to stop and just let it sit right there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with my potatoes. That will stay there. Well, no, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. It's really, really loud. I hate cranking this paper on the camera. I'll just try to hurry. There we go. Okay, so I will put those in my room. I will keep the temperature between 80 and 85. I will make sure there's humidity in there. And in about 5 days, I will check. I will change the paper out if I need to. I'll remove one if I see a potato doing anything, responding like sprouting or rotting or extremely damp or moist or whatever. The other potatoes that is left right here because I will eat these within the next couple of weeks. And I wanted to show you something else. Okay, so this is, hold on. Oh, I have 1 more potato. You know what? I'll just do 1 more layer right there. Oh, I have 2 potatoes. I've got a lot of potatoes. Okay, we'll do that one. Something that I do, I need some onions hanging. with these potatoes, my white potatoes, is I keep these a little bit longer. I do not leave them in the plastic bag, but these are just plain potatoes that I buy from the store, and I keep them in this basket, and I keep a layer between them. And again, I keep them covered. That way they don't start sprouting on me, or the plastic doesn't hold so much humidity that they start rotting and you get those little things on them. But that just really keeps those really well. So I will actually check back on these in a few days. And once they've cured, if I remember, I will actually show you what they look like when I come back. Now, something I didn't know is that you can do this with store-bought potatoes. I thought you could only do them with garden potatoes. But no, you can do these with store-bought potatoes. And the last time I did this, they lasted me right at 1 year. The last couple that I had coming into 11th, 12th month had like a black spot in the middle, so I knew it was time to go ahead and get rid of those. But then you can actually change the environment and just make them ready for planting. So, all right, guys, that is how I cure my potatoes. So, until next time.